Have you ever wondered why people become addicted to drugs? It's a question that has puzzled many, and the answer is far from simple. Drug addiction is a complex beast, a tangle of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors that can ensnare anyone, regardless of their background or circumstances. Just as no two people are the same, no two paths into addiction are identical. It could be a genetic predisposition, a reaction to trauma, or an attempt to self-medicate for a mental health condition. Perhaps it's a combination of all these elements, or something else entirely. We must remember that addiction does not discriminate. It can affect anyone, from the wealthy business tycoon in a penthouse suite to the homeless person huddled in a city alleyway. It's an unseen struggle, often hidden beneath the surface until it's too late. Although it may seem like a choice at first, addiction becomes a compulsion. This is the unseen struggle we're delving into today. Drug addiction is not a minor issue. It affects millions of lives globally. It's a silent, insidious epidemic that permeates every corner of our society. Let's take a moment to understand the sheer magnitude of this problem. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, around 270 million people worldwide used an illicit drug in the previous year. That's roughly 3.5% of the global population. This staggering figure only reveals a fraction of the issue, as it does not account for the countless individuals who suffer from prescription drug misuse. Now, let's delve into the types of substances that are commonly abused. Opioids, including prescription painkillers and heroin, are among the most destructive. These drugs claimed the lives of over 100,000 people globally in a single year. Then we have cocaine, a powerful stimulant, and cannabis, which is now legal in certain parts of the world, but still poses risks when abused. But the scale of the problem goes beyond statistics and substance types. The economic and social costs of drug addiction are colossal. It's estimated that drug abuse costs societies hundreds of billions of dollars each year. These costs arise from healthcare expenses, crime-related costs, and lost productivity. Moreover, drug addiction wreaks havoc on social structures. It shatters families, strains healthcare systems, and fuels crime. It robs individuals of their potential, leaving in its wake a trail of devastation and human suffering. Yet, amidst these grim figures and heartbreaking stories, there's a glimmer of hope. For every person battling addiction, there's a chance for recovery, for redemption, for a new beginning. Remember, behind every statistic is a human being with a story, a struggle, and the potential for change. The statistics are sobering, painting a picture of a worldwide crisis. But they also underscore the urgency of addressing this issue, of extending a helping hand to those in need, and of working collectively towards a world free of the shackles of addiction. But what exactly happens when someone becomes addicted to a drug? Well, let's dive into the science behind addiction. The brain is a complex organ, a network of billions of neurons, communicating through chemical signals called neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters control everything from our mood to our ability to learn and remember. Drugs enter this intricate system and wreak havoc. They mimic or interfere with the natural process, altering the way neurotransmitters work. Some drugs, like opioids, mimic natural neurotransmitters, tricking receptors and allowing the drugs to latch onto and activate the neurons. This leads to an overproduction of pleasurable sensations, a high if you will. Others, like cocaine, cause a buildup of natural neurotransmitters, creating an amplified message to the neurons, overstimulating them, and producing an intense rush of energy and euphoria. Over time, the brain adjusts to these artificially induced highs, demanding more of the drug to achieve the same effect, a process known as tolerance. This is where the physical dependence begins to take root. But the changes don't stop there. With continued use, drugs can alter the brain's structure and function. Key areas involved in decision-making, learning, memory, and behavioral control are impacted. This can lead to dramatic shifts in a person's behavior, priorities, and decision-making abilities. The person may start prioritizing the drug over everything else, even the things they once loved. Their behavior may become erratic, unpredictable, and destructive. their decisions may become more and more centered around obtaining and using the drug. These changes in the brain can be long-lasting, even permanent, making recovery a challenging journey. This is why addiction is considered a brain disease, a chronic condition that requires long-term management, much like diabetes or heart disease. But the good news is, understanding the science of addiction can lead to effective treatments. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's a key weapon in our battle against addiction. Understanding the science of addiction is a key step in combating this issue. Recovery is not easy, but it is possible. The journey to sobriety is unique for each individual, and the treatment options are as varied as the people who need them. Some may find solace in traditional therapy, where they can uncover the root cause of their addiction and learn how to cope with triggers. Others may benefit from medication-assisted treatment, which uses prescription drugs to reduce cravings and withdrawal symptoms. This is often combined with therapy for a more holistic approach. Support groups also play a crucial role in the recovery process. They provide a sense of community and understanding that can make a world of difference. They teach that one is not alone in their struggle and that shared experiences can be a powerful tool for healing. A comprehensive and personalized approach to treatment is essential. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. Every person's path to recovery is different. But what's consistent is that with the right help and support, recovery is within reach. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, remember, you are not alone. There's a vast network of individuals, organizations, and resources ready to lend a hand, eager to assist you in this journey. Addiction can feel like a lonely battle, but it doesn't have to be. There's strength in numbers and even more in the courage to seek help. There's no shame in asking for support. It's a sign of bravery, a declaration that you're ready to reclaim control over your life. Many have walked this path before, and they stand as testament to the fact that recovery is not just possible, it's probable. Take advantage of the countless resources available. Hotlines, support groups, counseling services, online communities. They're all there ready to help you navigate this challenging journey. Take the first step towards recovery today. Reach out, seek help, and start your journey towards a healthier, drug-free life.